Picture this. You're sitting at a small marble table on a cobblestone street, a perfectly brewed espresso in front of you, watching elegant Parisians glide by in effortlessly chic outfits. The Eiffel Tower sparkles in the distance. This is Paris, the city the world dreams about. But here's the real question. Is the Paris we see in movies the same Paris people actually live in? Today, we're peeling back the postcard and showing you the real lifestyle of Paris. The romance, the fashion, the cafe culture, and yes, the urban stress that nobody talks about. Whether you're planning a visit or dreaming of living here, this is what you truly need to know. Paris is the capital of France and sits in the north-central part of the country along the Seine River. It's one of the most visited cities on Earth, attracting over 30 million tourists every year. People come here for countless reasons: honeymooners chasing romance, fashion enthusiasts attending Paris Fashion Week, art lovers drawn to world-class museums, students enrolling in prestigious universities, and professionals seeking career opportunities in luxury, tech, and finance. Paris has this magnetic pull that makes people feel like they're stepping into a living work of art. But it's not just tourists who are drawn here. Immigrants, expats, digital nomads, and retirees from across Europe and beyond have made Paris their home, creating a vibrant, multicultural urban fabric beneath the classic French surface. Let's talk about the famous places, because Paris delivers on its promises here. The Eiffel Tower is obviously the crown jewel. Visiting it is almost mandatory, whether you go up or just admire it from Trocadero Gardens. Then there's the Louvre, home to the Mona Lisa and thousands of other masterpieces. Entry costs around €15, but if you're under 26 and from the EU, it's free. Notre Dame Cathedral, still under restoration after the 2019 fire, remains a symbol of Parisian resilience and Gothic beauty. The Champs-Élysées is the grand avenue everyone walks down at least once, lined with luxury shops, cafes, and ending at the Arc de Triomphe. Montmartre, with its bohemian charm and the stunning Sacré-Cœur Basilica, offers some of the best views of the city and feels like stepping back into old Paris. Les Marais is the trendy neighborhood where vintage boutiques, Jewish delis, and LGBTQ+ friendly bars create a unique, welcoming vibe. And if you want to escape the crowds, places like Canal Saint-Martin, the Luxembourg Gardens, or a sunset walk along the Seine give you that peaceful Parisian magic without the tourist chaos. Many parks, bridges, and riverside areas are completely free, making it possible to experience Paris on any budget.
Now let's get to one of the most important parts: food culture. Paris is a city where eating is not just about survival. It's an experience, a ritual, a lifestyle. The cafe culture here is legendary. Parisians don't just grab coffee to go. They sit down, sometimes for hours, watching the world pass by. A café crème or espresso at a typical Parisian cafe costs around €3 to €5 if you sit outside. Croissants, pain au chocolat, and buttery pastries are breakfast staples, often enjoyed standing at the counter of a local boulangerie for €1 or €2. For lunch, you'll find formoules, or set menus at bistros ranging from €12 to €20, usually including a main dish, drink, and sometimes dessert. Traditional French dishes like coq au vin, boeuf bourguignon, steak frites, and duck confit are widely available, though they're pricier at proper restaurants. Expect to pay €25 to €50 per person. Street food isn't as dominant as in other capitals, but you'll find crepe stands, falafel shops in Le Marais, especially the famous Las du Falafel, and shawarma joints offering meals for €6 to €10. For a real splurge, Michelin-starred restaurants will set you back €150 or more per person, but the experience is unforgettable. Supermarkets like Monoprix, Franprix, or Carrefour allow you to eat affordably. A baguette costs around €1, cheese and wine are surprisingly cheap, and you can assemble a picnic by the Seine for under €10. Paris food culture is about quality over quantity, slow enjoyment over fast consumption, and a deep respect for ingredients and tradition. So what's daily life actually like in Paris? It's a mix of elegance and exhaustion. Parisians are known for their style. Even a quick grocery run often involves a chic coat, a silk scarf, and ankle boots. Fashion isn't frivolous here. It's a form of self-respect and cultural identity. But beneath the polished exterior, life can be hectic. The work culture in France values a 35-hour work week and long lunch breaks, but in Paris, especially in competitive industries like fashion, finance, or tech, people often work much longer. Commutes can be draining. The metro is efficient but crowded, especially during rush hour. Social life revolves around apéros, casual evening drinks with friends, dinners that stretch late into the night, and weekend brunches. Parisians love their neighborhoods and are fiercely loyal to their local bakery, butcher, or cafe. Family life can be challenging due to the high cost of childcare and limited space in apartments, but public parks and playgrounds are everywhere, and family-friendly activities abound. Safety is generally good in central and western arrondissements, though some northern and eastern neighborhoods have higher crime rates and require more caution, especially at night. The city is relatively clean in tourist zones, but you'll notice litter, graffiti, and occasionally unpleasant smells in less polished areas. Public transportation, metro, buses, trams, and RER trains is extensive and affordable, with a monthly pass costing around 75 euros. However, strikes are common and can disrupt your plans. Despite the challenges, there's an undeniable rhythm to Parisian life. Seasons marked by outdoor markets, summer sunsets along the Seine, autumn leaves in the Tuileries, and cozy winter evenings in candlelit bistros. Let's talk money, because this is where Paris gets real. The cost of living here is high, among the highest in Europe. Rent is the biggest expense. In central arrondissements like the 1st, 6th, or 7th, a small one-bedroom apartment can cost 1,500 to 2,000 euros per month. If you move to outer arrondissements like the 19th or 20th, or nearby suburbs, rent drops to 900 to 1,200 euros, but commute times increase. Studios in desirable areas rarely go below 1,000 euros. Utilities, electricity, water, internet add another 100 to 150 euros monthly.
Groceries for one person cost around 250 to 350 euros a month if you cook at home and shop smartly. Eating out regularly inflates this quickly. A metro pass is 75 euros monthly, or you can pay per trip at around 2 euros. Entertainment varies. Cinema tickets are around 12 euros, museum entries range from free to 15 euros, and a night out with drinks can easily exceed 50 euros. Health insurance is excellent if you're employed or studying, with most costs covered by the French social system. Overall, living comfortably in Paris as a single person requires a monthly budget of at least 2,000 to 2,500 euros, and that's being conservative. Families need significantly more. Paris is expensive, but salaries in professional fields tend to match or at least soften the blow. So, who should actually visit or live in Paris? If you love art, history, architecture, and culture, Paris is paradise. It's perfect for romantics, fashion lovers, foodies, and anyone who enjoys the theater of urban life. Tourists get the highlight reel and usually leave enchanted. But living here long-term is different. It suits ambitious professionals in creative industries, international students with financial support, and people who thrive in fast-paced, competitive environments. It's also great for those who value quality of life features, walkable streets, public health care, excellent public transport, rich cultural programming. However, Paris can be tough for people on tight budgets, those who need personal space and quiet, or anyone who dislikes crowds and bureaucracy. The French administrative system is notoriously complex, and dealing with paperwork for visas, housing, or banking can be frustrating. If you're moving here, expect a steep learning curve, especially if you don't speak French. While many young Parisians speak English, daily life, from doctor's appointments to landlord negotiations, often requires at least intermediate French. Tourists have it easier and can enjoy Paris in short, magical bursts. Long-term residents need resilience, adaptability, and realistic expectations. Let's break down the pros and cons honestly. On the positive side, Paris offers unmatched cultural richness. World-class museums, theaters, concerts, and exhibitions are part of everyday life. The food scene is extraordinary, whether you're eating Michelin-starred meals or market picnics. Public transportation is efficient and connects you to the entire city and beyond. The healthcare system is among the best in the world. There's a strong sense of style and beauty woven into daily life. architecture, fashion, design that elevates ordinary moments. And Paris serves as a gateway to the rest of Europe, with high-speed trains whisking you to London, Brussels, or the French countryside in hours. But there are real challenges. The cost of living is undeniably high, making it hard for young people and families to save money. Apartments are small and often outdated, with quirks like no elevators in walk-up buildings or tiny kitchens. The weather is gray and rainy much of the year, which affects mood. Parisians can come across as cold or impatient, especially compared to warmer cultures, and customer service can feel brusque. The city is crowded, noisy, and fast-paced, leading to stress and burnout. Bureaucracy is slow and exhausting, and the gap between the romantic image and gritty reality can be jarring. Dog waste on sidewalks, overcrowded metro cars, and tourist traps are all part of the package.
So here's the final verdict. Is Paris worth visiting? Absolutely. Few cities offer such concentrated beauty, history, and culture. A few days or even a week will leave you enchanted. Is it worth living in? That depends on you. If you have the financial means, career opportunities, and cultural curiosity, Paris can be deeply rewarding, but it demands patience, resilience, and a willingness to see beyond the fantasy. Paris isn't overrated, it truly is special, but it's also not the effortless dream some imagine. It's a real city with real people facing real challenges, wrapped in layers of history and beauty. The romance is there, but so is the stress. The fashion is real, but so are the crowded trains. The cafes are magical, but so are the bills. If you go in with open eyes and realistic expectations, Paris will give you memories, experiences, and perhaps even a transformed perspective on life. Just remember, it's not a movie set. It's a living, breathing, complicated, beautiful city. And maybe that's what makes it worth it.